For me, I'm sorry, were you done?
No, I'm done.
For me, and actually, I'm amazed right now because she wasn't in the room when I said that these were just my notes. So I'm actually kind of astonished that she picked that up. But at the same time, your question was, how has the book impacted our marriage? I agree wholeheartedly with my wife. This has been wonderful. As I mentioned just a moment ago, I'm eating off of this book daily. Again, I'll go ahead and admit, even on film, I'm not this talented. I'm smart to a degree. I'm not this good. This book has made me look very good. I have to give all glory and all honor and all credit to the Holy Ghost. Not really concerned about who that might offend, but I would be remiss to take credit for this level of insight, this level of thought, this level of articulation. I'm well spoken, but I've used words in this manuscript that I've never even heard before, and used them correctly, and I was like, where did that come from? But when God is dealing with you, He gives you wisdom beyond your own understanding. And it was at this time, every time I sat down to write, the words, this is how I knew this was more than a book. This was ministry. Every time I sat down to write, it flowed effortlessly because these were the sentiments of my heart. These were the concerns of my heart, and God deals with the heart. So, I may have started out venting, but He was healing while I was typing. That to me was phenomenal, and so much so that now I go back, and because typically when you get a revelation from God, you're not present to that moment. I mean, you know what happened, but you typically, if it's genuinely from God, you can't go back and readily explain what just happened. With me actually writing this stuff out, now I had a document. I can go back and actually read what just happened, because even while I was in the moment, I may not have realized what specifically I was saying, other than what was in my heart. But the clarity that He gave me was so clear that it allowed me to go back and read and redigest what He had just spoken through my hands. I have one question for my wife. Where do you want to see this book take me, and where do you want to see this book take us?
Not so much as where do I want to see the book take you or us. I want to see God's vision that He showed me come to pass. And I'm not sure if Preston shared with y'all, but when he interviewed me, the first interview that we had, not ever thinking that him and I would date, or that we'd be in a relationship, or either that he and I would have any type of connection after the interview, God had showed me a vision of who He was. And at that moment, I didn't know, that He would be my husband, or we were going to start dating, or what was to come after that. And it didn't make sense to me when I first seen it. But as we had started to date, and as we had started to build a relationship, it all started to make sense as I started to learn who He was, and to see who He was. And every now and again, I would remind him, you are walking in what I see. Now it's starting to make sense to me. He will be released to the world. And as his wife, I have to be prepared for that, and to understand that that is where God is taking him. And I'm excited for it. But God had to show me how to pray for him, how to cover him. And I really want to see God's vision come to pass. And I believe that this book is going to touch, the masses. And I'm excited for that. And in that, we're going to be blessed. So.
Love her.
Yes.